Hello and welcome to Car Show. This is the place where we explore the stories, the souls, and the staggering facts behind the world's most incredible machines. The car you see before you is not just a new hypercar. It's a ghost. It is a resurrected legend, a piece of 20th century Art Deco history brought back to life with 21st century electricity. It is a statement, a tribute, and an act of sheer, audacious passion. Before we dive into this masterpiece, if you believe that a car can be more than just transport, that it can be history, art, and a family's legacy, then please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss the stories we have coming. What you are looking at is the Hispano-Suiza Carmen. To understand it, you must first understand the name. Hispano-Suiza, Spanish-Swiss, was a brand founded in Barcelona in 1904 by Damian Mateu and the Swiss engineer Marc Burkigt. In the pre-war era, this company was not just a competitor to Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and Bugatti. In many respects, it surpassed them. It was the Rolls-Royce of Spain, building cars of such exquisite engineering, luxury, and performance that they were the chosen chariots for kings, shahs, and aristocrats, including King Alfonso III of Spain himself, who was a massive enthusiast and stockholder. Hispano-Suiza was a powerhouse, building not only some of the most elegant cars the world had ever seen, but also some of the most advanced and powerful V8 and V12 aircraft engines, which powered Allied fighter planes in World War I. This was a brand built on precision, power, and unparalleled luxury. But like so many of the great pre-war marques, Hispano-Suiza faded. The Spanish Civil War and the ensuing post-war world had little room for such opulence. The automotive side of the company went dormant, a sleeping giant of automotive history, while its aerospace division continued. For decades, the name was a whisper, a memory revered by collectors at Pebble Beach, a symbol of a lost golden age, that is, until now. The car you see is the result of a dream held by the original founder's great-grandson, Miguel Sucre Mateu. This entire project, this multi-million-dollar gamble, is not just a business venture. It's a deeply personal mission to restore his family's legacy to the pinnacle of the automotive world. And he did so with a profound act of tribute. The car is named Carmen, after his late mother, Carmen Mateu, the founder's granddaughter. She was a woman known for her elegant style and dedication to the brand's history. This car is not just a product. It is a rolling memorial, a son's tribute to his mother, bearing her name and the full weight of their family's 120-year-old legacy. This is not a car designed by a committee or a focus group. It is a car designed by history. Its entire aesthetic, the dramatic, flowing, and almost otherworldly lines, are a direct, modern interpretation of one of the most beautiful and futuristic cars ever built, the 1938 Hispano-Suiza H6B Dubonnet Xenia. This one-off masterpiece was commissioned by André Dubonnet, a French inventor, aviator, and amateur racing driver. It was a car that looked like a spaceship that had landed in the 1930s, a teardrop-shaped fuselage for the road, built on an H6B chassis. It featured a panoramic, curved windscreen, aviation-inspired construction, and spectacular sliding doors that disappeared into the bodywork. It was a vision of the future, a rolling piece of Art Deco sculpture. That car, the Xenia, is the muse for the Carmen. You can see the Xenia's DNA everywhere. The Carmen's design is a deliberate move away from the angry hypercar aesthetic of sharp angles and aggressive vents. Instead, it embraces hyperlux, the fusion of hypercar performance with ultimate luxury and artistic design. The standard Carmen, for instance, features covered rear wheel arches, a direct quote from the Xenia, giving it that same sense of motion, a feeling that it's slicing through the air. The long tapering rear and the sculpted lines are all part of this heritage. It is a car designed to make you stop and stare, to question what you're seeing. It is, in every sense, a piece of kinetic sculpture, but this is where the story pivots from the past to the bleeding edge of the future. The resurrected Hispano-Suiza did not just want to build a beautiful car. They wanted to build a dominant one, and for that, they created an even more exclusive, more powerful version, the Hispano-Suiza Carmen Boulogne. The name Boulogne is another nod to that glorious racing past. It's a tribute to the French city of Boulogne-sur-Mer, where Hispano-Suiza dominated the Georges Boyot Cup race in the 1920s with its H6 race cars. This name signals that the Boulogne is the high-performance, track-focused version, and the facts behind it are staggering. The Carmen Boulogne is not a hybrid. It is a fully electric hypercar. The brand partnered with QEV Technologies, a Barcelona-based engineering firm with deep cutting-edge experience in Formula E racing. This is not a concept car with a theoretical powertrain. This is a production car with a race-proven soul. It is powered by 4 permanent magnet synchronous electric motors. But here is the fascinating part. It is not all-wheel drive. All 4 motors are on the rear axle, 2 dedicated motors for each rear wheel. This setup allows for the most sophisticated and aggressive rear-wheel drive torque vectoring system on the planet. It can precisely control the power delivered to each individual rear wheel, allowing it to paint the exit of a corner with mind-bending accuracy and grip. The result of this Formula E-derived technology is a set of numbers that are almost difficult to comprehend. The Carmen Bologna produces 114 horsepower, 1,100 HP, and a truly titanic 1,600 Newton-meters, 1,180 pound-feet of torque. Because it is built on a bespoke super-stiff carbon fiber monocoque chassis with a full carbon fiber body, its weight is kept to a shocking low 1,630 kilograms, 3,593 pounds. For an electric hypercar with this much power, that is astonishingly light, a testament to its advanced engineering. This combination of extreme power and low weight results in performance that is simply violent. The Hispano-Suiza Carmen Bologna accelerates from 0 to 100 km/h, 0.62 mph, in under 2.6 seconds. Its top speed is electronically limited to 290 km/h, 180 mph. Not because it can't go faster, but because it's engineered as a hyperlux grand tourer, a car that balances usability with its earth-shattering performance. The battery technology is just as impressive. A T-shaped 80 kW lithium-ion polymer battery pack, designed and built in-house, runs down the central spine of the car. This not only keeps the weight centralized and low, but also acts as a structural element, contributing to the monocoque's immense rigidity. The Bologna version, unlike the painted Carmen, wears its technology on its sleeve. The body is finished in clear-coated exposed carbon fiber, a process that is infinitely more difficult than painting, as every single weave must be laid perfectly. This dark naked carbon is accented with striking copper trim, another nod to the brand's historic racing liveries. Accessed through dramatic butterfly doors, the interior is a complete work of art, blending Alcantara, the finest leathers, and real metals in a way that feels both futuristic and timelessly elegant. This car is not intended to compete with a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. It is intended to compete with a Bugatti or a Pagani. It exists in the realm of rolling art, a car for collectors who understand the story. This is why the exclusivity is so extreme. Hispano-Suiza will build only 19 examples of the standard Carmen. Of the higher performance Carmen Bologna, they will build only 5. A total of 24 cars for the entire world. This exclusivity, this blend of Art Deco history and Formula E technology, comes at a price that reflects its status as a piece of fine art. The Carmen Bologna starts at $165 million, plus local taxes, meaning a final price well north of $2 million. This is a car for the person who not only wants to own one of the fastest electric vehicles on the planet, but also wants to own a piece of history, a direct spiritual successor to the 1938 Dubonnet Xenia. The Hispano-Suiza Carmen Bologna is more than a car. It is the story of a great-grandson fulfilling a promise to his ancestors. It is a statement that a 120-year-old brand can be reborn, not as a nostalgic relic, but as a technological pioneer. It is, quite simply, a legend returned. Thank you for joining us on Car Show for this incredible story. Best wishes and safe travels. Best wishes and safe travels.